Hey guys, Wolverine here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Secret Wars Wave Wolverine. This, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we just cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all good old Wolverine here has to offer in terms of accessories, because there ain't much. I think there's enough. But, again, there ain't much. So, there it is. Couldn't find his other hand. He's got two hands without the claws. He actually comes packaged with these because if you remember, the old Secret Wars figure actually has clip-on claws. So, they're trying to homage that, which is cool. He's got an unmasked head, a decent unmasked head. Lots of good unmasked Wolverine heads this past year, so that's a plus. And then just like Spider-Man, we get the tchotchke shield with the opening piece here, and for some reason his is hard to open too. Come on. There. A little less hard than Spider-Man's, but there you go. It's got the lenticular thing, or you can put in this piece of cardboard. And again, who asked for this? And I didn't mention these shields got the stupid clips too. So I don't know what's up with that. That's just dumb. So tossing that aside, literally, let's take a closer look at Wolverine. Now, my expectations for this figure, when he was first announced, I was like, I was so excited. Brown costume Wolverine, pinless. That's awesome. And then I started seeing reviews, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. Is he going to be that good? And I'm happy to say that despite my expectations being a bit skewed and going down a bit, I'm going to say that I like this figure. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. It's Marvel Legends. Let's face it. None of them are perfect, and none of them are ever going to be perfect because of corporate. But this figure, I think he's alright. Do I care for the shape of the mask? No, I'm a tiger stripe 90s Wolverine type guy. So this thinned out mask does not do much for me, but I do like it. It's supposed to look like Secret Wars, and it does. So as far as his articulation goes, his head can look up, down. It's got a little tiny bit of tilt and rotation in there. I will say he is using some of the older Wolverine parts as well as some of the X-Men 97 Wolverine parts. The arms and legs in particular. I think the rest is all like the old brown suit body buck, which is weird that they're using that when they have like a whole body dedicated to these pinless parts. But whatever. His shoulders can go out pretty far. And then he does have a butterfly joint. That does work. It is stiff as heck though. There's that. He's got a bicep twist. Not as sticky as X-Men 97 Wolverine, so that's good. You can rotate the arm all the way around, but it is very, very tight in there. It's almost like these shoulders don't fit, but they do because they're plugged in there. He's got a double elbow. That works fine. He's got a swivel at the wrist with a hinge. Claws have been relatively straight out of package, so kudos to Hasbro for that. Gotta give him credit when it's due. It's got an ab crunch that goes that far forward, that far back, and also causes my balls to go back up inside of me and reboot puberty. Did we already do that? Maybe there's another video, or a future video. Stay tuned, I guess. That said, he does have a waist twist. That works fine. His hips can kick out about that far, back down, forward, back. He's got a thigh cut in there, double jointed knee, and a boot swivel, which I did have to heat up, pop off, put some soap in there to get to work a little better. But that was the only thing I had to fix on this guy. He does also have hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So, solid. Almost tied with Black Costume Spider-Man for favorite of the wave. I don't know, I just like him quite a bit. I don't know, maybe he would have had a better chance of astonishing, didn't blow me away like it did. But I do like this figure. I think if you got the Sabretooth 2-pack, this is the Wolverine you're going to want to put with it, and maybe try and find a more Jim Lee era head that matches this color a little better, and the skin tone, of course. I think the black is whatever. Black is black. It's usually just the finish that is different. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along, take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Wolverine alongside a couple other characters from the Secret Wars wave we will be taking a look at throughout the course of the next couple of days. We have Captain America and Iron Man, not Tony Stark, but James Rhodes under that helmet. And as you can see, because Wolverine is short and stout, yeah, he scales quite nicely with these two. And can I just say that while the Secret Wars wave ain't perfect, if you like super retro classic Marvel, this is a definite must-have wave for you. Lots of classic retro goodness here. So getting these two out of the way. Make way for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibolith. Right here. Dropping his mace, I see. And the infamous 11 Spawn. Get up there. Who, as you can see, towers over everyone because he is not a 6-inch figure. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that I had relatively low expectations for this version of good old Wolverine, because it was not the brown costume version of the character I was particularly looking for, I have to say I was pleasantly surprised by this figure. Even though he does use some of the older Wolverine parts that are kind of meh nowadays, he is fully pinless, so if you're into that, good for you, but at the end of the day, he's a decent Wolverine figure, and at the moment, the only brown costume Wolverine figure you can get, aside from maybe Helverine or the one from the, I want to say it was the Tri-Sentinel wave, without spending a fortune on it. So, if you ask me, I would say this is probably your best bet if this is the version of the character you're looking for. If not, maybe hold off, because I'm sure they'll make one from X-Men 97 at some point. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.